All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. Today's video, we're going to be looking at a conversation between Patrick Bet-David, the CEO of Valuetainment, and the HodgeTwins, and they're talking about, I guess, you know, their turn to conservatism. The video titled, "I Thought All White People Were Racist," at HodgeTwins, on their political standing. So before I start the video, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe while you're watching it, enjoying it with me. Now let's get into it.
At what point are you guys, like at this point, politics, what role does politics play in your life at 18 years old going into boot camp?
I thought all Republicans was racist. I thought all white people was racist.
Yeah.
I was raised to be a Democrat. My mama always taught us to say, see, look, Democrats are for blacks, Republicans are for whites. Yeah. She taught me.
Now, you know, it's people that probably wouldn't even believe this, right? But it's true. It's true. I can't tell you how many black people that I know personally grow up in strictly Democratic voting households. I mean, y'all know the stats. We've been voting for them at what, like 90% for the past how many years? It's true. It's true. And you know, and instead of allowing your political opinion to be shaped through your own experiences or through your own research, you get not even a little, you get a big nudge in one direction. And that's just how it is.
Me that from as young as I can remember, like 5, 6, 7 years old. I remember we was watching the debate, and then she always, up and down, she couldn't stand a Republican. Yeah.
What was the reasoning? Because she linked Republicans to racism? Is that kind of...
She was very naive when it came to politics. Yeah. She had no idea that Jim Crow was by Democrats. She had no idea that the KKK was started by the Democrats. She had no idea.
My mom was a good woman, but she ain't know shit about politics.
Yeah.
That's a lot of ours, though, right?
Yeah, I mean, that's how most people's parents are. You know, they do the best they can, but they're not perfect. So, you know, they only teaching you what it is that they know. If they haven't been exposed to a different type of political, you know, if they haven't been exposed to the other aisle politically, then they can't you know, tell you about it or show it to you because they don't even know it. That we vote, black people historically have been voting one way, and that's pretty much the way most black people want you to lean in your family.
Right? I mean, if you look at a lot of our, you know, who raises us, they don't sit there and go. So what event caused you guys to get a little bit more into it and get interested? Was it this insurance job that you guys had? Where
right. I would say it's my older brother. He was a Republican. He used to put things in my ear, but I just thought he was an Uncle Tom at the time. Yeah. You know,
I think over time, as you like live your life and you have experiences with other people other than that look like you start to develop like, you know what? I have control over my life. If I make good decisions, I will go far. It has nothing to do with my skin color. Yeah. And I think we just both saw that over time.
Yeah. I remember when we first came across, I didn't know the difference between a liberal and a conservative. I came across Ben Shapiro, right? I remember he was on Piers Morgan's show. They was going at
guns.
Yeah.
Guns. Yeah, it was NRA, Second Amendment. Yeah.
So I was a batshit crazy liberal.
I did a video on that. Go check my uploads. I did a video on that.
Yeah,
it was NRA, Second Amendment, yeah.
So I was a batshit crazy liberal at the time, you know. So I'm like looking at Ben Shapiro, and I was like, oh man, that white supremacist, he's got an answer for everything, you know. And then I found out that he was Jewish. It's like, wait a minute, how can a white supremacist be Jewish? Those two don't go together.
Yeah.
So I started listening. Then after I watched Ben Shapiro, even though I hated everything he said made sense. Then I came across Larry Elder. Start looking at Larry, and then Keith came across Mark Levin. On the radio.
Yeah.
Keith would just listen to him because he was always talking shit about Obama. We just thought he was racist. But the more you listen to him, it's like, this dude's starting to make sense.
Yeah.
You know.
Now, who's introducing you to this stuff? Is it your older brother, or are you just coming across it?
YouTube.
I got you. Yeah. And are you guys living together at this time after the Marines?
No, we're not living together at the time. But I remember I started seeing Kel said, man, look at this new Ben Shapiro video. He's killing this black guy over here. And
I'm not gonna lie. I wish I would have been exposed to conservatism back when it was really starting to shake the internet culture. Like when Ben Shapiro was making his visits at colleges and, you know, going viral and things like that. I wish I would have you know, known about it sooner, but better late than never.
It's just common sense, really.
Yeah.
If
I think conservatism, the C in conservatism, all it is common sense.
Yeah, if you just sit and listen to both sides and just be objective and listen to what both sides are offering, I literally do not understand how anybody could be a Democrat these days.
Honestly, and it's not that we get everything right. It's not that we get everything right and the left gets everything wrong, and we are 100% truth and they are 100% lie. I mean, that'd be pretty bold to say. But it's just common sense, like he said, and also like he said, you live through life, you see things, you hear things, you get exposed to different type of stuff, and you end up coming to the same conclusion that me and the HodgeTwins both come to: conservatism. I might not have been a batshit liberal, crazy like him, but I was raised in the same type of way. When I was able to vote, my parents told me, go vote, go make sure you vote for Democrat, make sure you vote for Obama, or make sure you vote for Hillary, or whatever it was. We're almost born into the Democratic Party. That's how it is.
You got women competing against men. They pushing all this stuff on kids with the drag queens and hysterectomies for girls.
Yeah, that's nuts. And I know I keep pausing, but I just want to ask something, because I noticed I've been getting a lot of detractors. You know what I'm saying? A lot of detractors, haters, whatever you want to call them, watching my videos, right? And I just want to know, like, since I'm a coon, I'm Uncle Tom, I just want to know, is what he's saying making any sense? Like, how, and is what I'm saying making any sense? Do you think that black people are born voting Democrat? And do you think that's right? Do you think that's okay? Do you think you shouldn't vote, or you shouldn't vote? You shouldn't vote, or you should vote? What do you think? And this is to the people that disagree with me, because I genuinely want to know what those people think and what they have to say.
Before they go into puberty because they want to be a man. I mean, this is a freeing stuff. It should not be being pushed mainstream like it is.
I think the breaking point for us was I voted for Obama his first term because I thought, I didn't really know. I just voted for him because he was black.
Yeah, at least you're honest about it.
Yeah, I'm being honest about it. But he was the eye-opening. After Obama, and I started listening to both sides, I hated Obama so much, I actually voted for Mitt Romney.
Yeah, think of that.
Yeah.
From Obama to flip to Mitt Romney.
Yeah, he was the only option.
Wow.
How did that happen?
Yeah.
Think about that. When Obama ran, think about this. It was Mitt Romney and John McCain.
In 08 was McCain, and 12 was Romney. Correct.
That was the Republican option.
I think I'm not too much into conspiracy theories. It's like they almost set Obama up to be president.
Yeah.
They almost set him up to be president as a one-term senator.
Mm-hmm. What do you mean set them up?
Yeah,
like they planned it, like they wanted a black president.
Yeah, it's like they're both liberal. I mean, far like McCain.
Who's both liberal?
McCain. I mean, they're Republicans, but they're liberal. The way they vote, the way they their views, it's liberal. Like Mitt Romney is not a Republican. You know what I mean? McCain, he's a Republican, but no, he's really not a conservative. It's like that was your only option if you didn't want to see Obama.
Well, these people are called rhinos, right? Republicans in names only. So the problem with, we can kind of talk Democrats, Republicans, what conservatives these days. Mm-hmm. But the contingency where you're talking about Liz Cheney or Adam Kinzinger, the people who are not, Republicans, these are traditionally what Republicans
Anna Navarro
are. Mm-hmm. Now it's MAGA, right? So there's this kind of infighting within that.
I don't even think
so they would say that MAGA is not traditional Republican. So how do you process that?
I just think there's a bunch of disinformation. MAGA, Trump is not the Republican Party.
Correct.
Yeah, Trump.
MAGA is not the Republican Party.
Yeah.
Correct.
The Republican Party now are conservatives. People who believe in conservatism, the Constitution. That's what the Republican Party is. It's not MAGA. It's not Trump. Yeah. Trump galvanized the constitutionalists who are on the right, but he is not the Republican Party. Yeah. That's just propaganda. That's all that is.
But do you actually?
Yeah, he was the biggest boogeyman. Like they turned Donald Trump into the biggest boogeyman ever. So, that's just what they did. They turned him into that. It's not necessarily that MAGA is even a thing. And to most of the people I'm talking to, this, but the whole the MAGA threat and MAGA this and MAGA that, it's all just hyperbole to get you riled up. That's all it is.
actually think
they're using
conservatism.
that to discredit the Republican Party.
I'm sure they are, but do you actually think when you define conservatism, the first thing you go to is the Constitution? Because that's not where I go whatsoever. I don't think 99 out of 100 Americans could tell you what the hell the Constitution says, left, right, or center.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I'm saying freedom of speech, freedom to carry a weapon.
Yeah,
you know,
just
freedom to assembly, freedom to go to work. I mean, just basic rights that we have under the Constitution. And over this last pandemic, they took all that away from us. Even the Republicans initially shut everything down, but over time, the Republicans was the party that said, hey, we're hiding from a virus.
Yeah.
This is stupid. You can't hide. You can't run from a virus. It's time to go back to work and live our lives.
Yeah.
But the only people that remained that shut everything down and wanted to hide from it was the Democrats.
Yeah, Republicans just believe in freedom. Let me live my life.
Yeah.
And Democrats think they know how to
And when he says Republican, he means like true Republicans. And also one thing that people who are Democrats or who are non-political need to understand about Republicans is that every Republican is not the same. This isn't just some monolithic MAGA party. You know, there are rhinos, people who really just faking it. You know, it's not as black and white as people think it is.
live everybody's life for them. I'm not for that. That's the Republican Party in my eyes.
Also, Republicans just want to be left alone. Democrats wants to be in everybody's life, it seems like to me.
Yeah. So if you like this clip and you want to watch another one, click right here. And
yeah, so that was good, you guys. I mean, I guess my advice to anyone who is black and who grows up in a similar type of climate where you're pushed into one lane politically, which will be the left, the Democratic Party, is just to do your own research and see for yourself what it is you want, what it is you really interested in, and what side you want to be on, or if you don't want to pick a side at all. And if you aren't black, I really can't give too much advice because I don't know what those type of household discussions are. But I would assume even for a white kid growing up in a liberal family, it's the same. They probably get the same sort of pressure. Once it's time for them to vote, their parents would be real upset with them if they went and voted conservative. So just do your own research, everyone. But that's it for the video. Shout out to Patrick Bet Davis. Shout out to the HodgeTwins. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe on your way out the door. Till next time, guys, I'm out. Peace.